Hey, what's up guys? Jordan here again, and today we are reviewing Taco Bell. This time it is going to be a classic item, a staple item, one of my personal favorites. We are doing the Crunchwrap Supreme. Today's Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. The app decided to do a drop on the Crunchwrap Supreme, so I could get a Crunchwrap for just $1, and so saw that. You have to get it. It does. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You know, you see a Crunchwrap for $1, you buy it. Again, this is just a classic staple Taco Bell item. Ever since this item released, probably when I was in 8th grade ish, somewhere around there, it has been an instant favorite of mine, something I've always gotten. I got it for years, and even when I started to get burnt out and rotated out for it's always been in the rotation, you know. Especially back, I think if I remember correctly, one of the first $5 box meals was a Crunchwrap. It was a Crunchwrap, you know, you got your large drink, Crunchwrap, a taco, and like a bean burrito or something, and it was $5. You couldn't beat it, and that was around forever. Probably one of the reasons I ate it so much. I mean, cheap, easy, delicious. What was there not to like? So anywho, yeah, let's go ahead and unwrap it and see what they give us. All right, so here we go. We got a Crunchwrap. It's looking pretty good. Well wrapped. You know, maybe a little bit on like the softer side, but as far as like weight goes, ooh, that feels like a nice loaded Crunchwrap. It's looking tasty, and pretty much, you know, they're all gonna look like this. I mean, you're never gonna have there's not a whole lot to it, not a whole lot to mess up here. It's pretty straightforward, so let's go ahead and dig in. All right, so we're back. You know, there's not a whole. I'm gonna keep this video pretty short. I mean, again, this is something that has been around for a long time, and I'm sure most people, if you've had Taco Bell, you've probably had it, and if you haven't, you're missing out. You need to go get this. This is more something to, again, just kind of want to document one of my favorite items, and it's just, you know, fun and whatever. This is all an excuse to just eat more Taco Bell, really. Let's be honest. So anywho, we're gonna dive in to this, and we're gonna get some salsa. We'll go with fire. We're gonna go with fire today. We're about to dig into this. All right. You know, one important thing, it does matter what side you start on. You know, because for some reason, these things kind of get lopsided. Sometimes, like, a lot more of the filling is on like one side, and you know. So let's see if I could choose a good side, a good couple bites, because I'm not gonna eat this whole thing on camera. You know, we got to get some quality bites here. All right, let's dive in here. Okay. Got me some crunch, but again, got a lopsided. Where's the meat, Taco Bell? Where's the meat? That is one of the downsides with the Crunchwrap. And sometimes you gotta find that filling. You gotta get halfway through. See, I think it's on this side. We'll switch it up. There we go. There we go. So this is really interesting because it's basically a taco and a burrito at the same time. Very, very unique concept. It's very mobile. I remember when they first launched it, they had that commercial. It was on the go. Eat it on the go. On the go. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. Everything's gonna fall. It's definitely a little bit on the softer side. Not a whole bunch of crunch today, but still delicious. I mean, you got the sour cream. It's basically got, it goes tortilla, beef, nacho cheese, crunchy tostada, sour cream, lettuce, tomato. But of course, no tomatoes here. So here's a little cross section. As you can see, lopsided. A lot of the meat went this way. Not really a whole lot over here. That's fine. Still delicious. But every time I eat a Crunchwrap, it just makes me miss the spicy chicken. Bring it back. Bring it back. I have no idea why you guys got rid of it. Bring it back. Leave a comment if you agree or if you're a fan. Yeah, I miss it. They should do more with the Crunchwrap. This is such a unique vehicle to deliver. You know, the possibilities are endless. You know, they just did that. This was obviously before I started making videos, but they did those sliders, those Crunchwrap sliders, the steak with the queso inside. It was pretty solid, and you know, they should bring it back. I know they mentioned in their little press conference for 2025 of that this is like the, would they say 15 or 20 year anniversary for Crunchwrap, something like that. It is something super popular, and so they, you know, they're experimenting with maybe bringing out some new Crunchwraps, and I think that's something they should lean into. You know, bring us. They could do all kinds of stuff, chicken and, you know, nacho fries, and, you know, they could do volcano. They could do all kinds of stuff. Whatever, you know. Taco Bell, they're creative. They could think of stuff. So anywho, what do I think about the Crunchwrap? It's one of the GOAT Taco Bell items. If you haven't had one, go get one. It is so good, especially if you can eat it pretty fresh, like if you're eating inside or something. You actually get to experience the crunch and all that. Even if you're taking it home, it's still good. I don't know anybody who doesn't like them. I know people who don't prefer them, but you know, if everybody I know who's had one, solid item. You can't really go wrong. It's a classic. I hope Taco Bell keeps it forever, and I expect them to. So, anywho, until next time, peace.